Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the four kings of boxing alongside Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, and Thomas Hearns. He may be the best of the bunch. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. He's got that aggressive style, so good with the power punchers.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster.
One of the hottest tickets around. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They block that jab. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
For an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray. What do we expect to see here in round two? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Missing with that jab. Good defense with that left jab. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
starts. Sugar Ray is down! What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard. The bell rings and we start the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Perfect counter shot. It's all offense all the time. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. No rest for the weary. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Defense here at all. There's a counter shot. The jab not finding its target. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Miss with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like 2 different leagues.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good work out there.
You done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're gonna go back out.
I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Boxing back together. Right. Let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Just be smart.
Sets him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the...
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about sugar. Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That jab won't score. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. That jab won't score. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about sugar. Let's start the 6th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. You don't want to trade shots. Defense is not an option for these two. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about sugar.
What do you do?
There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Missing with the left hook. Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
The stamina is off the charts. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. There's the bell to start round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Good defense stopping that jab. They exchange punches. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. Good defense here. It's a defense-first game plan so far. He needs to be careful not to hold that thought. And Sugar is in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the role play.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Back out there, take his confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute,
Beautiful, that's it.
And there's the bell for round 9. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. His stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, just get your breath back.
Get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. You've done all that.
You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't lean back.
You got to get out there, switch on, and get your boxing back together. Get your mind back on the job. It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on.
You're enough, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the...
Not even in the same league as him. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together.
Dude, good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the...
And you're starting to make mistakes. I need to go back out there and switch back on.
Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and...
We've made it to round 10. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Jab slightly off target. Swing and a miss with that jab. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Some real good back and forth between these 2 fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
So switch on, get your boxing back together, and put him back in his place.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up. but you still landing
there, and let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Just go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. You've completely switched up.
Let's start 11. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Sugar Ray's in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Incredible work rate. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just misses with that corner right there. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Shots off and don't give him anything, all right?
Nice round, good round. I like that, I'm happy. Good work out there.
Don't worry about it. You've done all that work all the way through.
Missing, great work. Stay focused, don't let him back into the fight. Great.
Out there, switch on and get your boxing back together. Right, let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round off.
Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. Good work.
You're switching off and you're starting to make mistakes.
Hey, you can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused, don't let him back into the fight.
And then get back out there and win the round. You've done all that.
But you're still landing your power shots. Good work.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
And you will win this round.
Good work. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot.
Does well to block that left jab. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny. What have we seen so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
right hook not connecting. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.